As always, folks, it is your Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. It's time for channel audits. Let's do this.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.
vidIQ.com.
So, let me just tell you a little story here, folks. For the last week, as you may well know, from last Tuesday, I wasn't here on the live stream because I flew halfway across the world to go to VidCon London, where I audited lots and lots of channels. And what I decided to do is fly all the way back from London to Vancouver and do exactly the same thing for all of you, because that's the type of person I am. Welcome to the vidIQ Tuesday morning channel audit live streams, where we educate you on your YouTube journey. If you're new here, vidIQ is a tool that will allow you to analyze any single video on the YouTube platform, research YouTube, audit your own channel, and take actionable steps that will help grow your channel. I could not do this live stream with the host with the most today, who was an excellent, sorry, not the host, he's a guest. What am I saying? The guest with the best, but he was the host with the most last week. Thank you very much, Dan, for stepping in. Apparently, you did awesomely well last week, and I think we had more concurrent viewers than usual, so I'm hoping that this week I can reverse that situation. How you doing?
Reverse the concurrent viewership?
Well, reverse the turn. I don't know what I'm saying here.
Hopefully we get nobody.
Yeah, really, I don't know what on earth I'm saying. What I'm basically trying to say is I'm jealous of you getting more views than me last week, so I need to fix that immediately, or else I'm in serious trouble here at this company.
Oh,
so,
no.
Yeah, there we are. Anyway, what's going on in your world, Dan? Welcome.
Gaming
as always, thank you. Yeah, Dan released a video on Monday about how to get 1,000 subscribers here on vidIQ. So do check that out if you are a gaming channel. It's going to be that type of live stream, folks. I'm not going to lie, I'm jet lagged. I woke up at about 3 o'clock this morning, and yeah, my head is all over the place. But we got to do audits. We got to give so much back to you wonderful people, because I realised again when we went to the conference this weekend that people really do value the things that we do here, and we kind of are always working in this isolation of talking down video lenses, camera lenses, rather than talking to human beings. And when they actually feedback to you and say, yeah, that stuff was really useful, we find it really useful, that's why we do this type of thing every single week. So I'm going to say hello to the following people who are now on a black live stream chat, because it makes it much easier for me to read out names.
Oh, yeah.
And those include Finny the Pog, Technical Tube, Odom Star Wars, Barry is around, I think. Best Dad Life was also in the house. The Bat, Rainbow Wookie is also here, and now it goes so fast that I hand it over to my far more able channel shout out person, which is Dan.
I see Weemcast is here. No One Viper, Dingalinga Singa. DSB.
Whoa, stop right there. That gets like a what was it? Dingalinga Singer?
I'm going to the channel.
That is a channel name that is memorable and catchy and awesome. Go on.
It's a great banner, and
we should probably audit that. Dan, I'll keep that channel up. Send the link to me in the in Slack, and we'll do one of those as our channel audits at some point. We don't know when. We've already got some channels loaded up, but yeah, those are the top types of things that we love, and we're going to audit that channel. Who else have we got then, Dan?
Sorry, I sent you the link. We have Mr. Ender, X-Fade, Mo Vines, Apple O is here, MVM, X-Fade again, FIFA something. Warstock, great name. Artsy Riblix, I remember you. Connor something, Paulo something, Artsy something.
Folks, if you change your channel name to something for 1 week, we guarantee we will audit it next week. All right, welcome everybody to the channel audit live streams. This is generally what we do here on a Tuesday, whereby you join us for a wonderful couple of hours and we tell you all about your channels and how they should work. I am sort of waffling a bit because I'm waiting for this music to finish, and as soon as it finishes, this is exactly how your channel audits work every single week. vidIQ channel audits are all about helping you become better YouTubers. To submit your channel for possible review, in the video description of this live stream, there is a link that will take you to this simple form. Fill it out, and prior to the stream, we will pick out several channels for review. Channel audits are free. We offer them as part of the vidIQ YouTube service, and we can't be bribed. While super chats are always welcome, they will not buy you a channel audit. We do not want to create a financial barrier to this weekly community get-together. The live chat exists so that you can all converse with the community. Don't ask for channel audits. During a live stream, the hosts don't have time to read them, and moderators will put you in timeout. And speaking of moderators, I wanted to personally thank each and every one of you for supporting us every single week to make sure that this show gets up and running. It really is appreciated. We get hundreds of submissions every single week, and unfortunately we can't audit every channel. To ensure your channel has a fair chance each week, we purge the list, and after we audit pre-selected channels, we randomly choose which channels get audited. We only have so much time in a day to audit your channels, but if you download the vidIQ extension, our 24/7 channel audit tool will offer you tailored advice specific to your YouTube channel. If you haven't already done so, download vidIQ for free today. A link is in the video description. If you submit your channel, expect constructive criticism. We assume you want to grow your audience on YouTube, and that is what our advice is based on. Appreciate that we are viewing your channel for the first time. If we get something wrong, we didn't do it on purpose. It may be that your messaging and branding isn't doing the job it's supposed to do. And make sure to listen to the advice we give to all channels, not just yours. Test everything. Some strategies will work better for some channels, whilst it won't work for some channels at all. Always review the data YouTube gives you and then test again. We always appreciate it when you click on the thumbs up button. If you haven't already done so, subscribe to the channel and click on the notification bell so that you know when we next go live. And do us a favour, folks, if you do find this live stream useful, share it with at least one other video creator who you think could benefit from our advice. Are you ready? Let's do this. And just a few more bits of housekeeping. While we don't accept super chats as submissions for channel audits, we will of course shout them out. So Orlando VATV, thank you for the £5 super chat there, although you didn't actually post a message, but we do appreciate the super chat itself. And I should just mention Travis is not with us today. We're kind of doing a bit of a rotation at the moment, just to give us all a bit of a break from channel audits. So I was off last week, Travis is off this week, but Dan doesn't get any time off because he is my well, he says he's an executive producer, but he's just my video editing minion. All right.
Where would your viewers go without me?
Well, touche, well done. Banter, hashtag banter. And one more thing. You can see there we have channel audits, hashtag channel audits. That's because, as well as selecting channels from the list, what we also tend to do is have a little bit of fun on Twitter, because we've claimed hashtag channel audits for our own. So what we want to do is something a little bit like this. You can see on screen now this tweet. This is an example of a tweet that might stop us from swiping, and then we will take a look at your channel. So this is how it should look. Make sure to include hashtag channel audits, and then include the live stream link as well as your channel link as well. And this is courtesy of our social media manager, Brittany, who's found a way to deep fake my face or Dan's face onto popular GIFs. I think the app is called Doubly Cat, if you want to check it out. Disclaimer, I don't know if it sends all of your data to random Russian sites, so I'm not going to advise you download it, but who knows, it might cause us to stop scrolling, and we'll be taking a look at some of those tweets later on, because as you can see, some people have already had a bit of fun with this week, but yeah, we'll be taking a little look later on, and we'll be choosing random channels from there, but we always start with the channels that have been selected here by myself and Dan, so I just need to press some buttons so that Dan can see my screen, which I think he should be able to do so right now. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yep, okay, and then I'm just going to press that, and I'm going to press this on here, which means that for the next hour or so, folks, we are going to be auditing your channels, no matter what shape or size or what they're about, as long as they are friendly to us on YouTube. And the first channel we are looking at is I Know Python. I don't know Python other than I thought it was a snake. So, Dan, what I'm going to do is hand this over to you to begin with, just so that I can have a little bit of a breather and tell us what you think this channel's about.
This Python is a programming language, and so I can only assume that this channel teaches programming tutorials, perhaps specializing in Python. The titles would indicate that as well, like how to get phone number info using Python. So that's pretty cool. They already have almost 14,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I've noticed that. I mean, for what you might call like a niche area, or like tutorials on code and that type of thing, to already have broken 10,000 subscribers, I think is an excellent start for the channel. I mean, how long were we going, just out of interest? All right, a while.
If I programmed, this is something I would do. If I also had a passion for YouTube, and I programmed, this is something I would do, because I think there's so much value in teaching people the skill. And there are, as a lot of people may know, there are more programming jobs than there are people to do them right now. So there's probably
I did not know
demand.
that. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
I think in the upper echelons, I think in the lower levels, if you're just starting out, maybe I don't know how true that is, but I think there's a huge need for like senior programmers out there.
Yeah.
So this is a skill a lot of people are seeking, and as you can see, for thumbnails that I would deem as pretty busy in some cases, does not seem to matter. They're getting a lot of views, and their titles aren't, I would say they're not keyword stuffed per se. Introduction to machine learning. Oh, okay, pretty straight to the point.
Yeah.
Video was discovered, getting views. So that's pretty cool.
I'd agree with you there that the thumbnails don't really have any consistency on them, and they do tend to be text friendly. But at the same time, I think it's one of these areas where you can have these arguments about, but in my particular niche, the text heavy thumbnails seem to work, where it is just basically trying to tell you in the thumbnail what you need to know, and I fully appreciate that. I'm trying to remember of this channel I looked at where I was talking to a chap in London. Oh, what was it called? I think it was called Development Pays. Right. I just want to show you this channel as where a creator who's doing this type of content might also start to think about a YouTuber in terms of how they can get their content to appeal to a certain demographic. So this channel is all about a work methodology which is called Scrum or Kanban. It's a really dry topic, like really professional type of stuff, similar to like coding in that sort of sense. But if you look at their thumbnails, look at how he has totally branded his channel in a way that, even though this is a dry subject about work methodology and that type of thing, you just cannot avoid these thumbnails in his work, in his niche. So if I just do a search for Kanban as a
how many subs does
50,000 subscribers.
Wow. Did you see the views on their videos compared to the one we're auditing?
Yeah,
that's crazy.
So if you look at this, his thumbnails in this sector are just totally unique and stand out, especially like where there's these really dry ones where it's a guy with a clipboard or something that's far too complicated, doesn't really show you anything. Whereas that Kanban in 2 minutes, you just get it immediately. Yeah. So going back to the original creator that we're actually auditing here, I think maybe trying to have this style of thumbnail may work, or at least test it. I would be thinking here as well that if you are telling people how to use Python all of the time, I would be using that as your recurring keyword that's in all of your titles. So you're telling YouTube exactly what your content is about. And I don't know if NumPy is actually Python, or if it's something a little different, or if, let's see, Introduction to Machine Learning actually incorporates Python coding into it. I don't know, but I think if you're going to tie all of these things together, that's where I'd potentially be looking. And Dan, let's just do sort by most popular. Is there any particular videos?
A year ago.
Yeah, so this is interesting. They've got a lot of subscribers versus their most popular video, which has 18,000 views. So that's interesting to note. But
they're about game development.
Yeah, each of these videos, like if there's any of it, could you do a follow-up to this one? Like how to get a phone number from Python, which you was doing 1 week ago. As long as that's something that is legitimate and we're not going to some sort of weird hacking type thing here. Like, I hope that's something that's you're showing somebody how to get it in terms of using it within an app or something. Yeah. But yeah, there's definitely some follow-up content you could do here maybe. Go ahead, Dan.
I was going to say, it looks like you've done several videos, and the thing that stands out the most is Car Game, and it's a Python Py game, as you call it. It's game development using Python.
There's two in the top here, yeah.
And there's one down there.
Yeah.
A
little old, though, so I'm not sure if we could double down on that now.
Yeah, but I think there might be, for me, as a viewer.
Python game development in general.
Yes, game development and seeing tutorials. There's whole channels out there that just cover that particular side of programming, and if that's something you're doing anyway, I would see if you could double down on that some more. That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Community tab, you can maybe use that a little bit more if you could, maybe ask questions to your audience, that type of thing, because it only takes 5 minutes to post a community tab post, and those do reach beyond your subscribers. And the last thing I would potentially suggest here is that as educational content where you have an invested audience already of around about 1,000 viewers at least per video, you can maybe start to think about a course like outside of YouTube. So this is monetization outside of a platform where you can maybe have like a teaser 5-minute course introducing your skills and then going into a lot more detail with something where they might actually purchase something from you, and that will make a lot more money than AdSense, which can change and can disappear at the flick of a switch depending on what YouTube's mood is over the course of the year. That is IKnowPython then. I think you've got a good start to a channel there, and yeah, just keep producing that a lot of regular content here. That's great to see as well. We'll move on to the next channel here, which is Peter Forsgaard, another sizable channel here. We're standing for some big ones. Over 25,000 subscribers for you, Peter. Congratulations on that. You tell us that you do Tuesdays about Olympus. I assume that's Olympus cameras. And then Fridays about photography in general. And you post at 3 p.m. Eastern. Just make sure that you fix this channel banner a little bit, because you will be cut off on mobile around about here. So it will say something like Tuesday ab Fridays about at 3 p.m. Est or something like that. Dan, take it away for like the channel in general. What are we seeing here?
Well, you know what I like about this channel is it's a photography channel who is doing thumbnails as you would expect a photography channel to do them. They're very eye-catching. Yeah. Which I really, really like. I think it might have been last week or maybe it was the week before. Maybe you were here for it. But there was a photography channel that we felt like could be doing a lot more with photographs in their thumbnails. And that, like, this is a great example for someone like that to learn from, because it's about cameras and the pictures of the cameras are really nice.
Yeah. So I agree.
I think those are great.
Let's talk about text then briefly. Should we include text or not? We've got an example here of a thumbnail where the creator has done away with text. It's got 12,000 views, so it looks to be doing fairly well. And when they do use text, it's fairly simple. Like I guess in this one, silent shutter, perhaps you need to include that, because I can see that you're on a settings screen, but I can't really read it. So yeah, maybe emphasizing that point on this particular thumbnail.
Yeah, some of these it makes sense because you can't really take a picture of a shutter setting, it's then you have a weird thumbnail. Even if you zoom in on that settings thing, it'd be strange. I think there are cases where the text is okay in thumbnails in general, and this is a good example. Like Panorama, the only thing I would have done differently with that one is because you can read it and you get the point, and it's a nice wide lens. You see that, but maybe what you could have done is cropped out the top and the bottom of the thumbnail so it looked like a thinner, what I mean? Maybe a panoramic shot instead. That could have been kind of cool. Yeah. But these are nitpicky examples if I were to get rid of the text.
We're at a stage where this channel already has high quality thumbnails, and we're just thinking maybe you could do some tweaks here and there. Another one I was thinking here, Dan, like in this one in particular, do you need text in this one? And I'm not sure you do. You could maybe emphasize in your title the best bird photography tips.
I think the text is hard to read in some of these, and that's one of them.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just kind of blends into the background in a way that isn't that good.
Yeah.
That doesn't make it so they still stand out. I think if you were to find this channel while just searching YouTube for photography channels, I think these would still stand out just fine. But sometimes the text is a bit hard to read.
Now in channel focus, this creator tells us that he does Olympus camera videos, and he sticks to what he promises. I mean, the last 4 videos have been all about Olympus lenses and cameras, which is absolutely fantastic to see there. So it would be interesting, like, does he ever do videos which are actually not Olympus? Like I'm wondering if you can maybe test stretching out into the other big brands, but maybe bring it back to Olympus by having Canon versus the latest Olympus camera or whatever. Or I guess from maybe a creator's standpoint that he could have maybe some sponsorship that means, or like some brand attachment that means that he can only create that sort of content. I don't know. I'm just... So here, I am an Olympus European visionary. That sounds to me like some sort of brand evangelist potentially. So I would like to see maybe some comparison ones, because we often say that sticking to your niche is fantastic, brilliant, and you've done it, and you're being rewarded with these nice views on each video. But also, could you maybe test 20% of the time? And that's what I'm thinking. You could bring in these other potential camera brands as a comparison thing. But maybe you can't do that. In any case, I think the channel is very healthy. I think
the thumbnails have gotten better recently.
Yeah,
as you were scrolling down a little bit.
Improved, and it is an interesting one as well, in that you've got a lot of subscribers, but you haven't really had like a super viral video either. It's just all consistency through your content, which is brilliant to see. I'm just wondering, maybe you could take it to the next level, maybe on one of these videos that gets a lot more reach. I am seeing, just as a little caveat here, that the likes to dislikes ratios seem a little low for the number of views you get. Like, for a 26,000 view video, I'd expect maybe more than 1,000 likes, 25 dislikes, which suggests to me that some of your views may be coming externally or paid views through Google or whatever, which is perfectly fine. But I know you always say this, Dan, maybe think about calls to action, getting people to engage directly with the content on YouTube so that they get the notifications when they subscribe and comments and that type of thing. Just might be another little boost for the channel.
We got a YouTube comment today that I kind of answered a little bit. This isn't really regarding this channel, but in general, someone was asking if they should, use Google ads to grow their channel. Yeah. And we've talked about this before, but I like to think you would spend that money on your channel first. And if there's any upgrade you've been putting off, invest in that, like a new microphone or a better camera or whatever, because the quality of your videos is, so much more important than getting your current videos seen, if that makes sense. You want to make sure those videos are going to be as high quality as possible. So
yeah, and we're not saying that Peter does do paid ads, but we're doing the usual investigation thing where we see a channel and there's maybe a little bit of a metric anomaly, and that's what we're just investigating right now. But generally speaking, awesome stuff there from Peter. We've got like a massive amount of super chats that have just come in. So
it's a war.
Let's just have a look here. Wow. So hello, pizza delivery for you. You are back as always with $1, $4.20, $1, and also keep it techie here with the $2. A great thing that we're doing. Thank you very much there. And there's yes, there seems to be a what looks to be now a super chat. Super chat off. I don't know what else how I can describe it there.
Keep it techie already tapped out at $10. They're like, you win.
Folks, thank you for your super chats. We really appreciate them. But just remember, we don't. This isn't influencers actually auditing your channels, but it is very welcome. Right, let's move on to the next channel then, which is Aaron McHale. This is one of the chaps that I actually met at VidCon London. Oh. So hello to you, Aaron, if you are watching. We hope you are watching us audit your channel. And on first glance, this looks to be about an individual. I'm going to say some sort of travel-y type stuff, because you're in Dubai one day and then Gran Canaria another, the Netherlands on another one. So you're going pretty much all over the world here, which is fantastic. What I'm going to say, though, straight away, let's just get to the root of this. This is your, I guess, channel mosaic, your wall of thumbnails. And when I look at your thumbnails, am I drawn to any particular one, or am I just distracted by this text, which is very long in some cases, too much to read? It gets a little bit to be tiring for the potential viewer. Yes, there are some where you have just a thumbnail, and I can see here that you've actually told us about Virgin First Class. Now, I can see what there is in that thumbnail, but perhaps it needs a little more intrigue. Like maybe you could show the whole size of a seat and maybe the food that you were served, like with a thumbs up maybe, or a thumbs down next to it. I think that might sell off that thumbnail a little bit more. But generally speaking, excuse me, let's experiment a little more with no text. This is a good example. Here, this one, Dan. I travelled to the Netherlands in 48 hours to climb a 7-meter hill. I've spent like 5 or 10 seconds reading it, and then I can't really see the hill. It just looks like a drone shot. And I think it would be much more effective if you had, say, an image of yourself with an arrow pointing to you to indicate scale and size. But you're zoomed out so that we can see the whole of the hill and what you're about to climb. And I think that would show off a bit more of a challenge in that as an example of a thumbnail where I'd maybe tweak it a little bit. What else are you maybe seeing here on this one?
The titles are the same as the thumbnail in terms of text.
There you go. Good spot.
Yeah. And this is a case of where you really want your title to do your heavy lifting. And I think I really like your example of climbing up the hill. You could have, if you're using a drone, I don't know how sophisticated your drone is. I know some of them will follow you if you tell them to. Yeah. And you could have had the drone following you to like get that picture of you like climbing the hill with a thumbs up. You could have even split it down the middle and had the hills way zoomed out and then a close-up view, you know. I think with travel, you can get so creative, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I interrupted you though.
So it is a travel vlog, generally speaking. So like the value proposition, why should we watch you traveling around the world over anyone else? I think would be an interesting thing for you to try and tell us in the channel banner. I don't think including Aaron McHale vlog in your thumbnails is helping you at all. I would remove that completely. You can talk about yourself and become the personality within the content, but just including that on the thumbnail is just going to tell me as a new visitor to your site. It seems like, it's just another vlog.
You know, a great way to brand these videos together would be to use a hashtag with your name in it.
Okay.
In each one.
Yeah. So that would be like in the title of a description, so that you got that unique hashtag, which I don't think anyone else is going to use. And that's going to knit your videos together. Sort by most popular. Let's see if we can find a front runner for your contents here. So nothing that's really gone too super viral yet. But hey, what have we noticed here? Look at the most popular videos, and what is a common theme throughout most of these videos? No text. I would say the majority of them don't have any text. We can see the landscape, so we can see you. And I think that is a good indication here of less text is more effective on your thumbnails. So certainly think about that going forward. Tim Hortons Timbits, I have them every single week because they're really nice, and I live in Canada, and that's all you can get out here in Canada.
Just Timbits?
Just Timbits. Nothing but Timbits.
That's quite the diet.
Quite the diet there. All right. Anything else before we move on? Would you say?
I think we covered it. I think this is going to be a really cool channel. I would love to see the thumbnails improve.
Yeah, you are going to a lot of places in not much amount of time. So I think you got a lot of content. Let's just keep it up there and just thumbnails. Priority, I think, is your thumbnails. All right, I think it's time to go to our first Twitter random selection here. So this is going to be fun. Refresh this list. And since I've been picking all the channels so far, Dan, I'm going to let you pick our first channel to audit through Twitter as the super chats just continue to
Can you make that image bigger?
This one here, yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't know why it was two side by side, because I saw that when I was scrolling through as well.
What a wonderful smile you got there, Dan. Very good. Is this our friend who does? Oh no, it's a different person. Sean K, the king of or YouTube. But anyway, you're going to choose here, Dan. So I'll scroll for a little bit.
All right.
See if there's anything else that comes out here.
Interesting. That first one wins so far.
Yeah, I would have to say. Yeah, when you personalize stuff. Hey, Super User Tech Mods. Hello to you. He was actually at London VidCon. And I didn't see you after the talk. Was that my fault or your fault? I do apologize because we were going to have a good old chat. One of our moderators here at...
2 buttons, pick me or pick me.
Right, what do you reckon?
let's do the very first one.
All right, we're going to go with the very first one who did I think superhero seems to work for us. So, the channel we are auditing here comes from Twitter, #channel audits, and it is Sean K, the King here with over 20,000 subscribers, and whoop-de-doo, it is a gaming channel, so I'm going to sit back, fold my arms, and Dan, you can take it away on this one.
Well, it would appear that this is a Fortnite channel. And I like your banner and your avatar. It seems like they're of a similar style, but they also don't seem to connect at first glance.
Yeah, there's as Travis likes to say, an incongruity here.
Yeah,
something doesn't match up.
Sean K, the King. You've 21,000 subscribers already, but some of these views are quite the discrepancy. I wonder where those subscribers came from. Can we look at the most popular?
Super
video?
low. So let's just check a channel. How many views does it have in total? 500,000. So that would maybe suggest a channel which has got those subscribers organically. So is it a video? So we don't have a single video that's over 20,000 subscribers. So we would query how that's happened.
Yeah.
If it has been sub for sub in the past or something, just don't do that, because you'll end up with this weird situation where you have all of these subscribers, but none of them actually care about any of your content because you've got them in such a way as they're not invested. It's just a number, a vanity metric, rather than real fans. But we could be wrong here. You could have had loads of views in the past and you had to delete videos for whatever reason. But right now, something is wrong with the channel versus the views, isn't it?
I'm noticing a lot of very long videos, especially in the most popular area. There was like 12-hour videos. So I think this person live streams quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm seeing a 3-4 hour video down there. So that can definitely be a strategy. It works a little bit differently than if you were to just make some content and put it out there. But it looks like you're doing both, which can be kind of cool. Let's see. I would say that if you want to kind of turn these numbers around, you should probably start with some more. I'm going to say more customized thumbnails. I do think that you're taking these photos somewhere and editing them, but I don't think you're doing enough. Some of them just have your little tiny logo on them. And even in some cases, the timer is hiding the logo. So you really didn't do yourself any justice by, taking this thumbnail in Photoshop or wherever you took it and editing it. You should be focused on thumbnails that explain what the video is in a picture.
I think this one might be an example of. I mean, Deadpool skin sounds really interesting. Presumably in Fortnite, you want to do a huge zoomed-in close one,
waist up,
and then just reference Fortnite, whether you use a logo or something, but just to indicate that this is coming from the game, and. You've not mentioned Fortnite in the title, so YouTube may not actually know what you're specifically talking about in terms of a Fortnite game, and any metadata is going to help with your content to serve it to the right audience. So it might be Leet Fortnite Deadpool skin. I think that's the only tiny change you would need to make there to certainly get it connecting with the right audience.
Yeah, and in cases like that, all I would do is I would take Deadpool, like we said, make him waist up. Take most of the frame, half the frame, and then the background, just take an image from Fortnite, like the map, the landscape, and blur it, just to give some color behind him, and then maybe some text that's like leaked Deadpool skin, something simple and something that's going to kind of draw your eye. No text is also fine, but I would say that these, Fortnite is not appearing in a lot of.
Yeah, so I just did a search there. I wanted to see how often it was referenced, and it's very little that it's coming up in your titles.
So I think your work is cut out for you. It looks like you do get some consistent views, but they're all below 100. And for your sub count, it's not really, the balance is kind of off. I'm not sure. Like we said, we're not sure what's going on there, but it looks like you put a lot more work into thumbnails back in the day, and these days you're not doing as much.
Yeah, maybe it's one of those cases where he thought, well, I'm still getting the same amount of views, So I'm not gonna put as much time and effort into those, but it doesn't seem to be working quite as well. And there's been a lot of transitions in games over the certainly in the last couple of months. He put out a lot of content, but if I just leave the screen there, look at how many different games we're looking at here.
Yeah.
In terms of Resident Evil, Friday Night at Freddy's, Fortnite, Star Wars, Parappa the Rapper, that is all very old school. Is the audience wanting to see all of these different games from you? I mean, there's a couple of, like there's Minecraft one here, which did supremely well, but it was only 40 seconds long. So a lot of unanswered curious questions here for me on this one.
That's the thing too. What's really concerning is that the channel's at 21,000 subscribers, but 46 seconds can't be enough time to like convince someone to subscribe, in my opinion. So that is I say your work is cut out for you for sure. And it looks like you may have niched down to Fortnite, which is good. Yeah. But it's time for some more customized thumbnails. Some of these look better than others, and I would start with there at the very least. I would look at your click-through rate.
Yeah. Yes, that's probably the best. And watch time, because it might be interesting to see, like, on an 8-hour live stream, if people are still only watching that live stream for a couple of minutes, that's going to potentially have quite a damaging effect on the content as well. But thank you, Sean K. the King, for the tweet. We really do appreciate it, and we hope you found the suggestions there useful. Just going quickly back again to the, oh my word, this is just getting crazy. So pizza delivery for you with $10, outdated games, €2 from you, thank you, and then pizza delivery for you, $10, $20, $25, $40, $50. It's insane. Maybe we need to have a chat with you. Can you afford to do all of this pizza delivery for you? It's very welcome, but we don't want you to bankrupt yourself through super chats.
You do know that another super chat from someone else is not a challenge.
Yeah. And Demented, thank you for the $2 there. How many people have we actually got watching now? There we go, Dan. There we go. Justice and balance to the force has been restored. Let's move on to the next channel. Which
just going off my momentum from last week.
Yeah. Robert Miles here. 60,000 subscribers for you. Wow, we're picking on some big channels. Don't worry, folks. We'll be looking at smaller channels later on as well. But this chap has 60,000 subscribers. And when I look at his channel, I see like these... they're not algorithms, formulas on the whiteboard here, and we're talking about AI and reward modeling. I have no idea what that is. Iterated distillation and amplification. Well, you've got me here. Not a clue on that. This looks like the YouTube channel for the Big Bang type of person who knows what's going on that program beyond all of the fun stuff. But this channel, it certainly knows its niche. It has a huge audience for the topics that they are talking about. And I would basically say here, you have a stranglehold on what looks to be artificial intelligence. I think that looks to be your root keyword, so to speak. And whenever you put out content, you get at least tens of thousands of views, between maybe 10,000 and 100,000 views on first glance. I think you should just create more. I know this is very simple, but yeah, you've only made 3 videos in the last 9 months. So why are you not making more content? Make more content.
How difficult is this to make?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Does it require a lot of research and a lot of time to make informative content on this? And if so, could you maybe do like little teasers or primers where I guess what you could do is, I'm guessing the comments are going to be full of interesting conversation. Let's just take an example here. We're not actually going to watch the video content. I just want to see basically how informed the comments are, because they all seem pretty long as well. So like, if we just take this, would you be able to take something from here and then expand on it in like Q&A session? Like live streams could probably be a way of creating more content in a fairly quick manner. But yeah, there's some pretty awesome stuff going on this channel.
Because it's so far above my head, all I can do is compare it to what I know, which is like gaming stuff. I will say that like, if I do a gaming tips video of some game, like top 10 tips or something, I will go through the comments and see what people think, because they always have tips that I missed, and I'm going to start writing those down. I'm making another video based on the comments.
Yeah,
Be a
absolutely.
really good strategy for you.
Absolutely. Now, again, here's an interesting thing. It's another channel which has got a lot of subscribers, but they haven't actually got like a massive breakthrough video. But I can't believe that this channel isn't getting all of this organically, because they consistently get tens of thousands of views.
Oh, yeah.
And the likes and dislikes are really high. So it looks to me as if you've got like almost like terminal velocity on your topic. You're probably at the very top end of the creators in this space, bringing in a lot of views. And yeah, summarize, make more content, maybe do some feedback curated content. So looking at those comments, live streams, or like as Dan said, like the top 10 questions and answering them, that type of thing. And then finally, what do we think, Dan? Thumbnails, do you think that they need a little bit of tweaking? They kind of have the fundamentals of a creator in a curious fashion. I think maybe the text is potentially required in these because it's so like above our head type of content that it needs a little bit of an explainer in the thumbnails.
I would try to mess with the text in the sense that if you're going to text anyway, to kind of make it a little bit different than the title, because some of the ones are word for word.
And maybe make the text like pop a little bit, a little thicker font, something that's very easily readable. These are all okay, but I think they could probably be a little better.
Some of them are very flat.
Yeah. As an example, I think Video Influencers is probably a good example here of a channel that uses a lot of text. As you can see, there's always text on their thumbnails, but it's nice, big, easy, and readable. And I think you can maybe adopt that if you're wanting to include text in your content.
Yeah.
Having said that, I mean, that's the total number of videos they've done on the channel, like less than 50, and each one gets tens of thousands of subscribers.
Calls to action.
Calls to action.
This person should be over 100,000 in my opinion, just based on their views, but I may be off base. I think they should be doing calls to action if they're not already. And
I think Leron often says this. At the end of the day, sometimes content trumps anything we can say. And my guess is that the content is so valuable, once a person clicks on it, you got like ultra high watch time or audience retention, which helps bring in this core community that you have. Speaking of community, do you use your community tab? You haven't used it for 7 months and you posted once. So maybe using that again to engage your audience a little bit more. Looks as if you've got some featured channels here. You've got a second channel, so I'm interested to see that one, which has got 5,000 subscribers. And is this your channel as well? Yeah. So here we are. We've found
what is going on.
Found a little thing here. So you are, I guess, part of a bigger audience, a bit bigger channel, and you can push viewers to your smaller channel. So I understand now where you're probably getting some of your organic traffic from, this 1.5 million subscriber channel. So brilliant. Awesome, superb. Maybe that's why you don't do that many videos on your own channel, because you're focused on this one. I don't know if it's you and several other people, but yeah, I think we've got to the root of why this channel here has had the success. So well done, Robert. Good stuff. Speaking of learning, actually, since this is really a high level learning, you know what you can do in terms of learning for your YouTube channel? What a segue this was done. You can go to the vidIQ Academy.
What? Tell me more.
I will tell you more, Dan, if you stop interrupting me. We have 6 channels. We have 6 courses currently out, but we're adding more soon. We are in the process of recording how to shoot YouTube 101, which is going to be a monster one. We're looking forward to releasing that very soon. But as an example, our flagship course here, launch your channel in 30 days. Look at all of this, Dan, all the things you can learn from us. And we're getting awesome reviews on this content in terms of how useful it is. Like niching down, which we talk about a lot. What's your value proposition? Upgrading your audio is the first thing you should do tech-wise and that type of thing. So many things that we wanted to talk about in launching your channel in 30 days that we had to actually do it in 32, because that's the type of people we are. This vidIQ Academy is included in your vidIQ Pro or Boost subscription. So it doesn't cost you any extra from what we already give to you here at vidIQ. There is a link in the video description. And Dan, I think you need to check out these courses so that you can create some more good stuff for us at vidIQ.
Was that the subtle jab?
It was a subtle jab because you haven't got a video with 100,000 views yet on our channel.
Almost.
Which almost is just not good enough. Let's go back to the super chat war that's going on here, which I think pizza for you, delivery for you has officially won by a landslide. $100. I mean, thank you. This is amazing. Thank you to Outdated Games for the smiley dollar emoji thing here. Sean K. the King. Okay, maybe you're giving us a background here on your channel. You received a copyright strike and your views went down after 3 months. You gained subs from custom matchmaking. What's Dan? You'll know a little bit about custom matchmaking.
I guess when they were playing, I assume Fortnite, they were talking about their YouTube channel and talked about, hey, subscribe to me, but maybe they were like kind of networking with the people in matchmaking matches.
Yeah.
Maybe
doesn't sound like it's going to be a very valuable way to get subscribers. You're kind of getting them through a completely different platform. So how much are you going to engage with your content? I think you're getting the answer from the videos that you're posting on your channel.
Right. That's what I was going to say. It's kind of that strategy. If people are subscribing to you, they might be doing it because they're like, yeah, okay, maybe I'll check you out. But
yeah. Sorry, I pressed the bell.
It's not happening.
I
thought we were moving on.
No, I wasn't trying to cut you off. Watch the weekly, £1 there. Sean King also said, thanks for the review. My strike will be over next month. Okay. As far as I'm aware, strikes shouldn't have an impact on your channel per se, but it would be absolutely fascinating if it does. You could do a video on that and you could really blow open a YouTube myth there about whether strikes and monetization and whatnot impacts search and discovery. So yeah, that'd be interesting. Mousy Lee, thank you for the $1.99 there, and Outdated Games with the 99 euros there. Folks, thank you for all of these super chats. I'll tell you what we are going to do relatively soon is we're going to do a live stream Q&A where we will be taking super chats as one of the priority ways to contact us, and we'll be answering questions that way. But in this channel audit, these are just super chats that are very nice. Thank you, and we'll try and shout out as much as possible. But just to repeat, they don't guarantee you a channel audit. I want to make sure that is clear because we don't want to create a financial barrier to helping you grow your channels. Let's move on to the next channel that we're going to audit here then, Dan, and it is Rohit Vinay Art Channel. I think this is one of the ones you picked. Is that right? Or
yeah.
Am I wrong? Yeah. Okay. What have we got here?
I sat and stared at their banner for so long because I noticed Stan Lee who's almost practically every Avenger in one costume. I thought that was so cool.
Cool. Yeah. That's really nice. That.
Yeah. I like this channel because it's an art channel, and without even reading, their name and art channel, I just know that. I just know based on the banner alone, and of course the avatar helps too. So I think that's awesome. And I love the thumbnails as well. I think they're really well done. I love the stages. Animation artist reacts to Klaus movie anime. Like, I don't know about the title versus the thumbnail, but I do like the stages of a character kind of coming to life. Yeah, that's done a little bit here.
It's that payoff form of thumbnail where you want to show the viewer what they're getting into before they click, and this one here is a perfect example of what you're going to get out of this video. Yeah, which is fantastic.
Yeah, these are all pretty well done, and I think 7 months ago, 6 months ago, I can't remember when that movie was at its peak in terms of popularity, but maybe it was 7 months ago.
The Avengers.
Yes. It feels longer, but
yeah, I think Avengers Endgame Part 2 was released in April of last year, so those
maybe
videos
longer
would have been coming out in the summer. So I think that's you got to the point of the crux of where this channel needs to start targeting their drawings, and that is trending. Find the trends and merge your video content with them. For example, another one here, I think these are Frozen 2, came out 3 weeks ago. The film came out 3 months ago, so you should have been targeting your content at the same time, and also adding the title of the movie or the superhero or whatever in the title. Because like drawing poses for beginners, We can see here that this is Superman.
Spider-Man.
I'm going to say here this one looks like a fat Superman. Am I right?
Spider-Man.
Sorry.
It's way different.
Fat Spider-Man.
Fat Spider-Man.
Fat Spider-Man. But you don't
Wow.
include... Anyway, don't include Superman in the title because you would be completely wrong. That's me being stupid. But if you included Spider-Man in the title, like how to draw Spider-Man poses or Spider-Man web slinging, I think we're maybe missing a little bit of search intent here with your titles.
Yeah, I can tell you're a really, really good artist and
really talented, yeah. And we'd love it if you could commission some vidIQ live stream art soon.
I have to say you're in a good niche because if you're going to focus on Disney properties, Disney Plus just came out. They keep releasing all these original shows, and you know about them way ahead of time. So I would start doing your drawing lessons, if that's primarily what you do, around things that haven't come out yet, because as their popularity starts to swing upwards, your videos will follow that.
Yeah.
Animating for Instagram, 21,000 viewers. That's interesting.
Yeah. Can you do more animation follow-up stuff? It feels like you found a bit of a niche there. The video's a bit of a year old though. Good example here. Looks like you probably drew this, and this was one that attracted you, Dan, to begin with in the channel banner. Maybe you did that because Stan Lee did pass away, I think, just before Marvel, Captain Marvel. So it's probably this time last year, and the video is a year old, so that probably tied in nicely to the... Well, I'm going to say tied in nicely. I don't mean it in that sense, but you were following a story as it was happening, and that probably helped with that video on that one. So think about what's coming up in the next few months. Scarlett Johansson, what's she called? So it's Black Widow. That is a Marvel superhero that's coming up soonish. Start preparing that content now and then release it maybe a week before or a few days before, like drawing all of the characters from that film. And yeah, I'm sure there's lots of like Disney properties, and as Dan said, with Disney Plus, where you should be able to tie into that, because it looks like your thumbnails and your art deserves more reward, and we want you to have that over the next couple of weeks and months.
Agreed.
So that is Rohit Vinay Art Channel, and now it's time to go back to channel audits. The Twitter sensation that slightly terrifies me when we see like this.
Something of a YouTube scientist.
Something of a YouTube scientist, allegedly. I like that one. Am I going to click on it? I'm not sure if it's... I'm ready to click on that one.
They're trying to hypnotize us.
Yeah, that's not going to work with me. But you like to pick me one.
That one keeps coming up. They keep posting it. I don't know. It's pretty funny.
That's yeah. All right, you've got me there. I like that one.
Me trying to catch a channel.
But that one's a funny one as well. But we'll go with this one first, and then we'll come back to some more tweets later on. We're entering the Inception time. Which one is it? I guess it's
that one you want.
Yeah, that one. So we are auditing here. Spaced. 155 subscribers. You have joined YouTube very recently, or you don't have that many videos out. You've been around for 3 months, and I am being drawn immediately to this video right here. Should you buy Dual Universe in 2019? 10,000 views. Okay. You know what I do right now, Dan?
I would buy Dual Universe.
Well, what I would do is I would make a video called "Should You Buy Dual Universe in 2020?" because it just stands to reason, or change the title of that one at least. Well, actually, no, I'd leave that one because it's doing well on your channel, and I wouldn't mess around with a video that's performing that well for a channel with only 155 subscribers. But I would be really doubling down on this concept of pros and cons for this type of this game, and it is a Dual Universe game. I can tell that much. Dan, have you had any experience with this game at all?
No, but it looks like you've tapped into a good niche because people are watching your videos. You get more often than not, you get more views than subscribers.
In every video except for this first one, which has nothing to do with Dual Universe. So what we'll be thinking here, this is your niche. It's clear already that this is where you want to go forward. I would try and create more content because you haven't done that much in the last couple of months. You could maybe be doing a video every week. If Dan's not heard of it, I'm thinking this is probably a relatively new game, which means that tutorials, very simple tutorials of telling people how to play this game would really help with your search. In fact, let's do that. Let's see what's going on in the dual universe right now and how you can capitalize on this. So the actual official channel only has 25,000 subscribers at this point, so it's a small channel. And some of the videos at the top of the search terms only have 10,000. Well, your videos at the top of the search terms, maybe that's influenced by the fact that we have just searched for you. But Dual Universe itself is a channel that's doing really well. But I think you have the opportunity here to become one of the authorities and leaders in this space.
My strategies for covering games in this way always revolve around covering every single update that comes out, even if it's like a 5-minute video, a 3-minute video, and it looks like you did that with Alpha 3, new update. Don't stop doing that. That's going to be huge for your growth while you're covering one game. Cover
I guess what you can maybe do here is in the thumbnail. I mean, I don't necessarily have anything wrong against putting Alpha 3 updates.
It's hard to read, though.
You want to rewrite that in a better way, but maybe focus on one of the key improvements, and so you might want to say like new rocket or new engine physics, or I don't know, something that's absolutely pivotal to this game and how they've improved it, and try and tease that in the thumbnail a little bit. But you are right, Dan, especially with it covering up the timestamp. And all of the text is very different in all of these thumbnails. I think the creator does need to... I think right now, here's what I would say. And again, this is going to be one of these interesting discussions, and people may disagree with me here. We talk about quality versus quantity. And here's my suggestion right now. Because you seem to be taking like a week or two for each video, I would reduce the quality of the videos a little bit. So instead of trying to create the perfect video or what you think is really good, and it's a 10 out of 10 video for you, I want you to start making 7 or 8 out of 10 videos whereby you're sacrificing a little bit of quality because of time sensitivity. I feel as if this game seems to be starting to trend. You want to become one of the leaders in the space and flood this market with as much information, tutorials, secrets as possible, which means that quantity may help you a little bit here. I mean, we're kind of doing that right now, Dan, aren't we? We're not exactly going for quantity here, but we are starting to flood the YouTube search engine with how to start a YouTube gaming channel, because we want people to just see nothing but vidIQ videos. That's one of the strategies we're sort of testing here in 2020, and it's starting to have an impact, isn't it? We're starting to find that all of those videos are connected and people are binge watching our gaming channel content.
Yeah, and we're trying to connect those together very heavily. We're recommending, we're cross-promoting them within our own videos. One thing when it comes to gaming, what I will caution you on recommending quantity over quality, it's very, very easy to do quantity in gaming, and I just don't want anyone to fall into that trap of, okay, episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and not really offering a whole lot of value in every video.
So that's why I was trying to suggest 8 out of 10. If you think you create the perfect video, you could maybe sacrifice a little bit of time and effort. You're still getting in the value in there, but you may be spending a little less time on like some B-roll or some graphics. So you're still providing value of content, but maybe spending a little less time in the editing or the recording, just so you have an opportunity to get a bit of content. So I do appreciate what you're saying here. That you do there is a fine line between just content dumping as opposed to looking systematically at where you can really provide value for a viewer.
Yeah, be asking your subscribers perhaps in every video, kind of towards the top of it, like what can I cover next, or what would you like to know, and take their suggestions to heart, because that can provide you with a lot of ideas for your next video.
Okay, that's interesting. Have you seen that? There's an NDA in place, so information is limited. So that makes it even more interesting. The information that you can release.
I have a suggestion for you then.
All right, then. Here we go.
Make the content that is under the NDA and hold on to it. You could even just not upload it to be super safe. As soon as the NDA drops, when the game comes out of alpha, for example, and they're like, okay, NDA gone. Yeah. Boom. You're the first person. You don't have to record a single thing. You've already done it. And maybe you're already cataloging those videos.
Good point.
But that is a great strategy for a game that isn't out yet and that has an NDA. Start making your content. Don't put it out there. Don't get, don't accidentally hit public. Oops. Just hold on to it, because eventually those tips and tricks that you're not allowed to go over will, the NDA gets lifted after the game reaches a certain phase of development, and you can be the first one there.
Tech channels often do this, where they'll be sent products to review and they'll prepare the video in advance, and as soon as that the NDA time limit is gone, then you see all of these reviews flooding the market. So good advice there. One final thing I would also say here, Dan, I've just noticed, again, by the engagement, sometimes they seem a little bit low. So I'm wondering if this creator has a lot of presence in a Reddit channel or a Facebook group, where they're able to post these videos and they're getting all of the views, but again, they're not getting the calls to action, subscribes, so that people are subscribing directly to the channel. So as you often say, make sure to get people to subscribe to the YouTube channel so that they're interacting directly with the platform where your content is hosted.
Yeah, and one final thing, I really like the pictures you're choosing for these thumbnails, but the text in some of them is just falling off completely. So Agreed. Do away with it or find a way to, you're trying to fit a lot of words in one line. Less is more when it comes to thumbnails. Less text, less stuff in the thumbnail. Like a picture of a spaceship in the one that keeps drawing my eyes, the orange and blue swirling universe. Yeah, your text is almost getting in the way of an otherwise very eye-catching photo.
Agreed. And with that, we'll end part 1 of our channel audits, and we'll be back in a few minutes where we're going to look at some more of your channels. Back in a moment. Does running a YouTube channel sometimes make you feel dazed and confused? Well, that's why you might need a little education. vidIQ can review your channel in seconds, 24 hours a day. It's like having your own YouTube consultant giving you all of this information. Do a YouTube search and we'll show you the stats, the value of that keyword, what's related, what's trending, what tags each video uses, and a deep dive with a single click. After research comes analysis. Our video scorecard will pick apart all the important analytics from social media to SEO, and we do this for every single video on YouTube for free. And when it comes to uploading your videos, vidIQ is here to support you every step of the way, with suggested keywords, our SEO score ranking, upload checklist, and recommended tags, boosting your content to the next level. Oh, and if you think we've finished there, we haven't even started. We have dozens more tools we want to show you right now. All you need to do is download vidIQ now and let us help educate you on your YouTube journey today. All right, then, we're back. We are back, and I need to press the right button, Dan. Let's just carry on live doing channel audits, because we are still doing the pre-selected ones, and I want to get into some randomly selected ones soon. And is that going to bring me back? Yes, it is. All right, so let's just get straight into this. The Valiant Gamer now with 36 subscribers. And what are we looking at here? Some tasty thumbnails right off the bat.
'Tis a gaming channel.
But it is.
And this was, I guess, one of our pre-selected ones that I grabbed. And there are things I like about it and things I think that could use some improvement. I do like your banner. It seems to be about Fortnite and Grand Theft Auto, your channel. And I think it's eye-catching. It's kind of cool. Your logo looks similar, which is cool. But I'm noticing that your Grand Theft Auto videos, like, for example, Jimmy's Life is in Jeopardy, Grand Theft Auto 5, I remember that game, and I remember that part where Jimmy gets into some trouble. So it seems like maybe you're just kind of playing through the story, which would be okay. But the big question I have for you is, did you notice perhaps that there was something trending up with Grand Theft Auto in terms of, like, just playthroughs, like starting from the beginning of the game and playing it? Because the game is so old now.
How old is it now? I'm trying to remember. It's 2012.
Yeah, it's got to be somewhere around there. It's so old now that I have to wonder if people are searching for that, and it would appear, just based on the views compared to your Fortnite and Minecraft videos, that they are not. So it might be time to change your strategy. Maybe cover some Grand Theft Auto updates. They do a lot of stuff with their online updates, and that could be a different way to do it. You could stream, maybe, if you wanted to like cover the story still. Maybe you can just stream that and try to get as much of that done as possible, because it just seems like something that would be fun to do but may not net you a lot of search, and you could be posting other things in its place. And that'd be my suggestion, just if you just really want to go through the story and you want to do it with your audience and your community that wants to see that.
I would recommend this person watching all of the Dan created How to Start a Gaming Channel on YouTube stuff, because it feels as if there's a lot of things in there that are really going to help you. I mean, you're talking about Minecraft, which is fine, but hundreds of thousands of creators are doing exactly the same thing right now. And as Dan said, the way to get you relevant is by talking about trending stuff, updates, new softwares, mods, servers that are available. Whereas this, it's kind of like storytelling. And the viewer is yet to be invested in your story, I think. And that's where you're going to struggle to begin with as a creator. It's
tough, because the biggest thing about your channel seems to be 3 games that have been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
And you can start a channel and perhaps grow if you're covering the game in a different way. If you're just playing it straight up, it's going to be a little bit harder to get discovered. You need to be covering trending topics. As you want to see growth on your channel. You can always go and play the game. No one's stopping you, but just know those videos won't get searched.
In good sort of contrast to Spaced, which we just looked at, they're looking at a brand new game, and there's so little competition right now that they're already starting to build a community around their content with a relatively few videos. I will say this, I think the thumbnails are a relatively high standard right now in terms of like big faces, bright backgrounds, some nice contrasty stuff going on here. So I think you're already doing the right thing there, especially with your most recent videos. I think there's some really powerful thumbnails here, but it seems to be strategy that's just a little behind the times, I would say.
And I was going to say, for things I like about the channel, I picked on your banner and stuff a little bit in terms of things I liked. I said picked on, that was the wrong word choice, but the thumbnails, I was also going to say, this is how I would do gaming thumbnails, especially like if you're a new channel and you're just kind of trying things out. These are great. Like you've made them very simple, very eye-catching, and that's going to help a lot. But instead of making improvements, Minecraft survival mode, what did you improve upon? Was it a redstone contraption maybe? Because people love redstone. You know, try and pick out specifically what that video could be titled. What did you help somebody figure out perhaps? And start there for sure, because those games there's so much competition in that space. You really need to kind of think outside the box.
The Stupendium here with
this is cool.
350,000 subscribers. Wow. Well, we'll first off start by saying congratulations on your channel being a big influencer in what looks to be, at first glance, the game music space. And when I say game music, I mean original creations that I think that you are doing based off of popular games. I think, Dan, you're probably the best person to lead on what's going on here in terms of a channel.
You actually brought up something really good. I think it was your 1,000 subscriber video. You talked about personality, and you talked about people subscribing because they enjoy someone's personality.
Yeah.
That's
the content.
First.
They'll stay for their personality.
Right. And that is the first thing I noticed without even looking at one single thumbnail, without even looking at the name, the banner. Like, this person is putting their personality first. And maybe they have over 300,000 subscribers. So maybe they didn't start that way. Maybe this is something that happened slowly over time. But
the interesting thing in the gaming banner, the interesting thing in the banner is that they don't seem to have any gaming references in there. It's all about their personality and I guess a connection with music.
Yeah. And that's really unique. That's really cool. I just think that this channel speaks volumes when it comes to someone wanting to stick around for your personality. Because I can tell without watching these videos that these are fun. These are going to be a lot of fun. And I don't even have to watch them to know that.
So it looks as if you're doing raps, Hitman raps. And this is an interesting conversation as well, in that we talk often about trying to stick to one game, one genre, that type of thing. But this channel is not led by a game. It's led by the concept of these original music pieces for these games. So the people are coming to enjoy the music, and it's the video games that tie this up into a unique sort of value proposition and selling point. So this is what allows this creator to jump between different games as often as they want. Having said that, like if you have a video that does really well on a particular game, like you did one on Hitman Rap, which didn't do very well for your channel. The second one did really well. I almost start to think, could you do like playlist album compilations for each of these games? I don't know if that would work. I don't know if the strength of the channel is like on complete originality of looking at different games. That would be interesting to know.
Can we look at, and I'm going somewhere with this, just depends on what we find. Can we look at their oldest content?
Yeah. All right. So you're going to see how this channel's perhaps evolved. Maybe they created some type of content in the past and it's now moved into a certain area. Looks as if it's always been to do with music in some fashion, like cover versions, and eventually they've gone towards gaming, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we scroll down a little bit more?
Yeah.
Just kind of see. I want to see what kinds of games they kind of covered. Frostpunk. This channel seems young. That's really cool. So this channel has a really unique take on gaming. So okay, cool. It wasn't the direction I was thinking, but this is still cool. So the thing about this channel is it's just original. I think they've taken the concept of a gaming channel and given it the music twist, or maybe it's vice versa. But I think that's what's helping this creator grow at such a rapid pace, and it's just keep it up. I know that they submitted their channel, and when people submit their channels, it's likely because they want some advice. Make more videos.
Make more videos. Continue to be the unique provider of this content. Do more okie dokie music, because those two videos in themselves got 20 million views.
Oh,
man. And then he did another one there which got 700,000. The thumbnails are just fantastic, beautiful works of art. I'm guessing that it takes a good few weeks or months to create each video on your channel. I mean, yeah, where else do we go with this other than?
I mean, yeah, I would say just you can take any game, a game that's coming out, or a game that just came out.
That's what I was going to say. I guess the one thing is that when we look at a lot of these games, they're all either slightly older games or not super popular games. And so, like, why isn't there one here from maybe like Luigi's Mansion? That could have been a really interesting one to do at Halloween. Or again, is it based off of, you can only start to make a music video on it based off of the culture that's grown up around the content? I think Honest Trailers kind of gets away with this because they can't really make the Honest Trailer until I think the movie is released on DVD or has gone outside of cinema. So that allows them to have that lead time to create something. But I'm just wondering if I would be able to really tie into a search of a particular time. Or I mean, do you already do this, like gaming cultures, like something based on the Nintendo Switch rather than the games themselves? I think Dan and I are just trying to come up with new ideas for a channel that's already crushing it on YouTube.
I mean, Goat Simulator Rap, that's the latest video, and so I'm guessing these take a little while to make. It was a month ago, but Goat Simulator has been around for years, so it's just, I think this channel can almost, as long as they're creating some kind of fun, unique song, like they can cover whatever game they want, as long as that game has some notoriety.
Yeah. In short, Stupendium, congratulations on your channel. Confetti of joy. You're doing everything right. Just keep it up. Well done, sir. And now, Dan, we come to the channel that we shouted at over an hour ago. We said we'd audit the channel, and here we are. And it's Gaming with Ding-a-ling-a-sing. It's kind of interesting that you would almost think that the previous channel might be called something like this if it was a gaming channel. But anyway, what do we think of Ding-a-ling-a-sing and their contents?
When did they start YouTube? That was
all right. Let's have a look. I like the thumbnails, by the way.
I do.
They've been on YouTube for a long time, so let's see by oldest. All right, so they've got into YouTube just over 3 months ago, it would look like.
Looks like consistently it's Fortnite.
Thumbnail evolution here in a Fortnite gaming genre.
Yeah, so pretty much all Fortnite, and lately the thumbnails have included your face. I would say that they've been taken to the next level, and there's a lot more personality in these, which is really cool. So,
the latest video here, interestingly, has got how to quickly level up fast, chapter 2.
Yep, it's a how-to video about a subject that I'm guessing a lot of Fortnite players are clamoring to learn more about. Whereas some of these are like, can't find me in the trees, or, that I'm sure they're objectively good and interesting, but you've captured a search term there.
Follows your logic, doesn't it? Of like tutorials help for a small channel. We're doing something similar here on vidIQ at the moment, where we're trying to we're thinking about milestones that creators are trying to reach. So it's like 100 subscribers, 1,000 subscribers. I'm sure we'll do 10,000, 100,000 subscribers. I'm wondering if you could dial into this type of strategy here, and like, you've gone to level 300 almost as like your first video, but maybe you should just start at the very beginning. What are the big milestones on Fortnite, and is there a reason for it? I know nothing about the game, but at certain levels, do you unlock really important weapons or abilities? And I think you could do a series of videos on Fortnite Level Up. You could be like the Fortnite Level Up institution on YouTube. I would, especially since you post videos on a regular basis, I would definitely try to follow up this video with 2 or 3 over the next week, just to see if you can find that nice little tutorial niche area, especially on Fortnite, which is so competitive. But and just one more thing, the thumbnail evolution here from where we were 3 months ago to where you are now in terms of your face, backgrounds, arrows pointing to places, color, brilliant. I think they look fantastic. Maybe still need to do a little bit of work on the text about tweaking it, or whether you want to use it or not, but that's what I really like for this channel, Dan.
Yeah, I think so, and I think you're kind of on that track. Secret underground base, and the thumbnail very clearly is like, there's season 2 secrets. You're going to learn something, and that's cool. But in the case of Fortnite, where it's so competitive, you have to be really specific, as we learned with quickly level up fast. Level 300 quick, so on and so forth. That is going to be, you need to be specific. That's when you're competing.
The autocomplete there, level up fast, is like the first autocomplete. So look at all of these that have been also suggested here. I'm just going to click this and see what the results are here. As always, you're going to have a lot of big channels competing at the top here. But I'm just wondering, so here's my little lick of interest here. Smaller channel, 22,000. I know it's still a bigger channel, but they're managing to rank higher up in the search terms, and they're competing with these channels with 1 million subscribers. So I think Fortnite Level Up could be one of those trending keywords for you to have a bit of a blast here. vidIQ seems to be suggesting that there's a potential area here. You might just need to enable the inline keywords and really look into these tags and say, maybe that's it. How to level up fast in Fortnite could be one of those sub areas of this titling that could really work for your channel. So Ding-a-ling-a-sing, brilliant channel name. I hope you stuck around for an hour there, because I think your channel has the potential to do some good things in the very competitive Fortnite area. Any last thoughts, Dan?
No, I think we about covered it. I think you're competing in a very heavy category on YouTube, and I wish you luck.
Let's check in with super chats. I can't remember if there were any, so it looks as if there were, which included quite a few. Outdated Games with 99 cents of euros there. Watch This Weekly with another £1. Super chat. Space, £2. You're welcome for the feedback. We hope that you're going to continue to grow nicely. Orlando VATV, I think you were the very first super chat, and you've done another one there. And unfortunately, Rohit Vinay Art Channel, I can't read your message, but I'm sure it's something along the lines of thanks for the feedback for your channel audit. And we are now up to 400 people who are watching this live stream. Thank you, everybody who's doing so. And this is what happens next. You see this machine here that's spinning around? What we're going to to do is we're going to go to our channel audit list, which has 370 submissions right now. It's a little low because somebody forgot to purge the list before the live stream. Not mentioning any names.
Sorry, everybody.
Not mentioning any names. But anyway, we're going to put 370 here. And then we click this button. It spits out a number, which is 17. We take that. We put it in here. And then that should... Is that giving me the right one?
I think we did 17.
Oh, we did. So we've already done Valiant Gamer. Like, how conspiracy theory is that? So we press the machine again. We get a number. This time it goes way up to the other side of the list. It's 302. We can guarantee we definitely haven't audited this channel. And this is what it is. And this is how we will audit it. And we'll also go back to Twitter for some more hashtag channel audit stuff as well. Polonius. All right. Bearded guy, personality channel. We can definitely see that from the thumbnail. You've got nearly 2,000 subscribers. Now I'm going to try and work out what the channel is about. You had some big views a lot of years ago. And now you just started back on YouTube again. It looks like a month ago, I would say.
He got some people to click on that.
Tutorials, which a lot of people have. Philip Schofield coming out reaction, so proud, and that's something a trending story back in the UK, so good that you looked at that one. Here's something where you've had some breakout views, the Dracer GX reaction and reading comments. I don't even know what that's about, but it looks as if you're kind of like jumping on memes type of stuff, trending elements, and it's all baked around this personality of you with a massive beard and sunglasses, which I think is fine. I think if I feel as if probably people are liking your content and enjoying it because of who you are, and so that's going to be a real strength of your channel in the future. You just got to find ways to have people clicking on your content. And how do you do that? And these little reaction videos to certain things seem to be going really well. Dan, what are you thinking here?
Yeah, it does seem like one of those channels that just kind of like jumps on something random and crazy, and it seems to be working. I've always wondered how like a new channel would start if they were to just to like have shenanigans and antics. Like how does discoverability work for a channel like that?
Yeah, and he seems to be proving that right now, which is awesome.
You can always take something that's trending like Mandalorian and do something like that, and Walking Dead, things of that nature. So
punchy thumbnails as well. You are doing these cutouts of yourself and then blending it with a really brightly colored background. I guess maybe like you might want to increase the size of some of these comments just so that maybe we could read one of them. That might help a little bit, but I think they're generally good. And this range of 2 or 3 videos here, and then the other one here, and then this one here, when they all have these really rich, punchy colors, your channel seems to do really well. We'll ignore these ones down here, these outliers, because they're just so old that we can't really add them to your current success with the channel. But yeah, I think all really good stuff here. I always struggle to find suggestions for such a channel, which is I think it's trying to grab that viral moment, and I think a lot of these videos are getting like these semi-viral moments for the channel.
Yeah.
But then you can have other videos which kind of don't perform as well. It's interesting that I think you're a big fan of The Walking Dead. So this one from a while ago got 500,000 views. And then you went to try and go back onto that content. But I think your audience isn't really interested that much in The Walking Dead per se. And they're really into this new zany stuff that you seem to be doing. That is Polonius there for the first channel, and you've decided to use a subscribe button as your... I think I would maybe change that. Because remember, everybody's going to be seeing that when they see your comments, and that might be a little too needy in terms of...
I put your face there.
Yeah. The beardy, pointy guy, I think that's going to be far more impactful. Dan, did you want to add something, sorry, before we move on?
Yeah, I would say this might be a good channel to test different social media platforms on, because you probably have at least little clips you can take and kind of share on social and try and go viral in other places, so that might be something to consider too.
There we go then, Polonius. Next channel is 178. It is an entertainment channel called LNZO or Lizno. I'm gonna Say,
Oh,
what do we
that's
got
nice.
here then? Nice thumbnails again. Some really nice ones. Dan, I'll let you lead with this one.
Okay. I like the banner a lot. And let's see. I got caught skipping class.
Hang on. Let's just pause for a second there. Why do you like the channel banner?
Eye-catching. I don't know what the channel's about at all. It just looks nice.
Oh, all right. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a look at what the channel's about.
I was going to circle back and probably explain beyond that. I'm just going from top to bottom what I like. The avatar accompanying it, I guess that's the creator. It's just kind of hard to see. Usually a face does better in those little pictures than like someone like zoomed out, you know?
Yeah.
Let's see here. So I want to say this is a vlogging channel because it looks like the creator's kind of front and center on these and just talking about different subjects. I'm also noticing a lot of red because of the like ratios being kind of low. So I'm guessing these might be kind of controversial, and that could be interesting for your engagement.
It might be nature of the content and the demographic. It feels as if this is aimed towards a younger audience, maybe just above FTC and Copper, so like 13, 14, high school type stuff, because it's like breaking up with my girlfriend and like freaky lyrics pranks and revealing my insane subscriber goals, that type of thing. So it feels as if it's on that type of vibe. I'm just going to check the about section, see if I can get any more information here. If this is a little bit self-indulgent, tell us a bit more what type of videos you love making. Might help us here a bit, because it's all about me hitting subscriber goals and that type of thing.
Yeah, it's all about those goals, but it kind of comes back to, well, what are you offering in exchange for my subscription? Because if it's going to be videos constantly reminding me how close you are to that goal, that's cool. Congratulations for getting closer. But what's the channel about? You know, the subscriber count is just, it represents your reach on YouTube. It's you know, it's a cool part of the journey, but every channel needs to be about something other than like, I'm going to hit this goal. Watch me do it. You know,
healthy numbers though. 1,000 subscribers. Each video is getting between 500 and 1,000 views, which is really good as well. But you're right, Dan. Isn't it interesting how all of these videos about, I guess, entertaining the viewer, getting a healthy number of views. And then when you tell us about how successful you want to be on YouTube, I'm not quite that, as an audience, we're not quite invested in that just yet. Entertainers first, I think, before we really get attached to you and your personal journey on YouTube.
Yeah, it does seem like they kicked off 2020 because, a month ago was their first video. Yeah. And it looks like they're just starting on YouTube in 2020, and they're already off to a good start.
Yeah, they're already off to a good start, and I think the thumbnails are fairly good as well.
Yeah,
there's thought going on into them. Maybe still a little bit of work needs to be done. For example, I like the elements of this thumbnail, but there's maybe probably a little too many of them. We probably want to zoom right into that text conversation so we can see what's going on there, and you maybe reacting to that text conversation, because you have text, you have an arrow, but the arrow's blocked by an emoji, some text there that I can't really see, and you on there, so maybe just a little bit too busy there. And then finally, tracking back to the channel banner, I just couldn't see how the channel banner connects with the audience. It feels like this would be an artistic photography style channel just from the banner itself. So I think that probably needs to be updated, maybe with you in a channel banner and your value proposition. I think that's the one thing we don't know about this channel, isn't it? We're not sure what the proposition to your audience. Why should we watch you? And we kind of get an idea and a glimpse into your content through the thumbnails, but I'm just not 100% sure yet for your channel. But good start. Silence from Dan means that we're going to pick the next channel, which is 335. Was it 35?
355?
355. I don't want to type in the wrong number because then people would really be annoyed with me. It is a gaming channel. Oh,
what?
Seen that, Dan? 350,000 subscribers.
What? Wait a minute. What's going on?
Let's see what you're going to do with this one.
Probably.
Here we go. 346,000 subscribers. Nestorio here.
Nice custom banner. Looks like a Minecraft channel by the banner.
Yeah, really nice. Okay.
Very, very, very well done.
What have we got here?
Wow. So you are jumping on all these Minecraft trends of, I'm trying to find. Yep.
What
okay. Minecraft, but
what is UHC?
Ultra hardcore.
Okay, that seems to be their niche.
Ultra hardcore, but crafting recipes are random. Minecraft Butt is, for some reason, a very trending thing right now. And Minecraft has been modded for years, and there's been all kinds of nonsense you can do with the game. But lately in the Minecraft community, Minecraft Butt blank is just like so strong. And this person is benefiting from that, but including ultra hardcore as a tag, which is very, very cool because that's a bit of a 2-in-1. Ultra hardcore is its own thing. So now you're taking like this hardcore experience and then making it even more challenging by, changing the entire world to chests, or the world keeps disappearing. I didn't see that one. I've seen that one on other channels though. Randomizers, that one, people were trying to get me to do that too. Minecraft ultra hardcore, but every crafting recipe changes, so you can't keep up with the game at all.
Yeah.
It's like impossible. So I don't have. What advice do you give a channel like this?
I have no clue. This channel's like, it seems to know its niche. It has this interesting element of spawning stuff occasionally, which get loads of views. Let's sort by most popular.
Why are you here?
Yeah. Why do you need an audit? What are you doing here? Why are you making this really hard for us?
What do you want?
what do you want from us? Okay, I guess what I might say is that for the most popular videos, I think there's maybe a little more effort going into some of these thumbnails. Like these ones, especially these ones, those look really nice. It is quite an older video though. Is there any more recent ones here? No, not really. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, wow. United Ultra Hardcore Montage.
I think just continue to do what you're doing. Maybe, are you doing any live streaming? Could you test some live streaming?
I haven't seen any long videos like that. I have to say, it looks like custom thumbnails for the most part have been just thrown out at this point. You take a nice picture, but you still have the hotbar in the game, which is completely unnecessary, especially when you can hit F1 and get rid of it. So it just appears that, and maybe you've determined, I don't need custom thumbnails. I don't want to put in the work. So never mind those. And I'm just going to take a pretty picture. And you're still getting views, but I will say that your newer videos have lower views than some of those older videos. And it could be that's the reason.
Yeah, I think also this channel is very community driven. Given that you have 350,000 subscribers and like your most popular video, did you have a 1 million view video? I don't even think you did. Just remind myself. All right, you had one video that's over 1 million, which I'd say is unusual for a large channel. And the fact that you have 350,000 subscribers and the most popular videos are just touching over that subscriber base suggests that you have an awesome audience that watches your content almost no matter what, but you don't have necessarily those viral moments. So I'm wondering why that. I mean, the traffic looks fairly organic in terms of engagement. So yeah, maybe that is one of the reasons, Dan, that they don't have these super big blowout videos, is because maybe they're being a bit lazy with the thumbnails, or I don't know, is it a bit too niche, the ultra hardcore version of Minecraft? It
is a bit niche, but I wouldn't say it's too niche. You could look up Minecraft Butt as a search term and see some of the work that other creators are doing that are, in this ballpark of hundreds of thousands of subscribers. They're like, the ones I've seen all have pretty customized thumbnails, but there's also pretty community driven ones as well. Like there's Preston Plays, and he kind of always puts himself in the thumbnail, and he would do a lot of that kind of stuff, zany, like Minecraft, but whatever. And I just think that some more customization in your thumbnails is literally the only suggestion I could offer.
Community tab. If you've not done anything on your community tab for a while, this could be a chance to canvas your audience, make sure you're making the content that they want to watch. And also, what are these? Because we see the channel banner, which has this wonderful what looks to be custom art. This looks to be custom art as well. Mm-hmm. We don't see it in any of the thumbnails, so I'm wondering what's going on there. Is this stuff that you're drawing, or you put it in the actual video content? I'm a little lost there. Maybe there's a missed opportunity going on there with the content.
If you can draw at that level, I would test doing that in your thumbnails.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's a potentially good idea, isn't it? Oh, there could be, and at the same time, that could be a terrible idea.
It could be a lot of work.
Yeah, it could be a lot of work, and then your audience just doesn't recognize your thumbnails as well. But at the same time, maybe it's just worth testing once or twice with you. But X Nesterio, congratulations, you got an awesome channel, you're doing well. We're finding it difficult to recommend. We're sort of like picking little bits around the edges of the reason your channel is doing well is because you seem to have really found your niche in Minecraft Ultra Hardcore, and you dominate that search term. Because have you noticed, folks, almost every single title starts with Minecraft UHC, so you're always telling YouTube exactly what it wants to know to help it serve it to the right audience, and get lots and lots of views. Back to Twitter. Let's do another Twitter search. Actually, I think I'd already found the one I like, Dan.
Oh.
Maybe that one, but it was all right, so that's so somebody has downloaded the app and put Dan's face, I think, on that meme
on
there.
Dr. Evil.
Oh God, do I even dare? Yeah. All right. Okay. The one I liked, which was, oh God, there's so many, but there is this one. I like that one. My face is a little squashed there, but I did like that one. So I'm going to choose this one, and then I'm going to let Dan choose one from Twitter after this. All right, this is Outdated Games. I think you also sent us a super chat, but we chose you because you did what we asked as part of a community, and that's how you get a channel audited. New videos every day, apparently, from this channel, although there was a 6-day gap there. So be careful about promising things that are just not deliverable on your channel.
Okay.
We've got another one gaming here, Dan.
Yes.
Lots of smiley emojis going on.
My mind is populating with more questions than answers.
Okay, so what are all of the questions? All right, let's do. This is a channel audit based solely on questions and nothing else. So ask those questions so that the creator can answer them going forward.
Okay, can you scroll up?
Yes.
Thank you. Outdated games. What of these games is outdated? What defines outdated? Because when I think of outdated, I think about NES, like old school games. Which of these was done live? When does every day start? I'm trying not to be rude. Yeah. The question thing makes it sound really rude, but I'm just trying to help.
I'll do the same thing for the next one.
Okay. What is going on in these thumbnails?
Yeah.
And what was the goal with some of these titles?
There you go. So, wow, we've managed to find a new challenge here where we audit a channel by only asking questions.
It's so rude. I'm so sorry. I wasn't trying to be mean.
Let's choose another one then, Dan. This is your...
But that's it? We're just going to leave it there?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh my.
That's
all
the
right,
questions.
good luck on your channel.
That channel's going to try and answer them, and I'm going to do exactly the same thing for the next
one. All right. Yes, there's a lot of gaming channels.
Did you want me to do this one?
It's just funny how many of them mention gaming channels.
Yeah. What is going to stop us from scrolling? Oh,
Dan Book Air?
There. Just $100,000.
Is that me in the webcam? That's creepy, but accurate.
When you put up, sorry, I'm getting distracted on the ones I'm looking at here. Have you not got anything yet?
I like that one. The Willy Wonka one's good.
You like to see a few before making a decision. All right.
Yeah.
Is it Crown Nebula? Have they done that a couple of times? Because they did that.
We might have gotten them already.
Whoa. All right. No, he just posted it twice, which is fine.
Okay.
Right. So I'm going to do this by asking questions about your channel and nothing else. So here we are. Crown Nebula, 72 subscribers.
Oh, nice banner.
Okay. How do I say I like your banner as a question? I can't.
What could
Fantastic
you do better?
Banner. Right. So the obvious question I'm going to ask here is, what makes you unique as a Fortnite content creator? Would be my first question. The next question would be, girl, you're right. Actually, Dan, this is really hard to do.
Comes off as like so snarky in some cases.
What makes you decide on the video length? Because some of them are 10 minutes, some of them are 2 minutes.
21 seconds on one of them. How many funny moments can fit into 21 seconds?
Yeah. So my question, that turns into a good question. What is the average audience retention on your videos, and how is that affected by the length of the content? As that might be an area where you can streamline it a little bit. Could you make more content that is based around new leak information, as we have already discussed that is quite that proves to be quite popular on content? And one more question might be, let me see.
Ooh.
Can you do more content that is based around this notion of gaining experience, because you have 2 videos that strictly say 800,000 experience? Although saying that, you've got 2 breakout videos here. So my question is, can you, and they're both fairly recent, can you pivot your channel to go into a lot more detail about these 2 topics? And that is the last time I'm going to try and ever do a questions only channel audit, because that is really difficult to do. Let's go back to the machine. I
went back to Twitter. I shouldn't have done
that. Yeah, we'll go back to Twitter soonish. But let's go to our list now, which is now up to 400 channels. So I will change the machine. In fact, I'll do that now to make sure that we pick up those extra channels. Not 5,000. You haven't quite got that many.
Channels.
If we have that many submissions, I'm quitting life. I'm not going to be able to deal with that. Right. Next channel is...
Uh-oh. Oh, no. I know how much you hate that.
Urge to Kill Rising. Right, so we're looking at TG Koji J. We'll just ignore the channel banner, because I hate generic channel banners. This is some sort of gacha thing. I know gacha is really popular right now, but I still don't really understand the concept of it.
I don't either. I will say that it should be in the banner.
There you go. That's a simple fix. Yeah. What gacha animated life, maybe. So is this custom animation content that I'm seeing here, or are you repurposing other people's content? I'm not sure.
It looks like you're doing a lot of Roblox too.
Used to be about something else as well, a little bit, the channel.
Yeah. Five Nights at Freddy's, perhaps.
The titles, I think, need to be structured a little more. First of all, in grammar.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes people use capitalized titles. They never use all lowercase unless they're being really fancy. And they kind of have the license to do that because of the size of a creator. But Gacha Life seems to be your running topic. Kill the Lights, Gacha Life. I don't understand what that means at all, but again, is it because I'm just not in with this topic? And the thumbnail itself doesn't tell me anything because it has text that I can't read. Looks like it's a freeze frame from the video itself. So all of these Gacha Life ones, they don't give me a reason to click at all, I would say, because there's nothing in the thumbnails to compel me to do that.
And if that's just the title of like what's going on in the scene that perhaps you've created, I would just make sure that like custom gacha animation was in all of your titles so that it's clear, like, you know, oh, okay, you made this and you titled it X.
This seems to be your standout video here of 700 videos, which is in your current niche. So maybe check the analytics, like whether it's click-through rate or search results, audience retention, comments. Find out why people clicked on this one, and then use that as a template going forward for your future content there. But I can't. I struggle with this Gacha Life thing because I don't get it, unfortunately.
Yeah, but I do think that we've already just in a couple minutes given some pretty decent
there's some
advice.
fundamentals here which are missing. I think it's the thumbnails. The thumbnails they give me no reason to click, and the titles don't really. If they're telling a story, it doesn't connect to the thumbnail, and so that's gonna give me a lot less reason to click. You have an intro to Gacha Life here. Is that like an intro to a program, or an intro to the culture of Gacha Life, because at 26 seconds long, it doesn't appear as if it would be an actual intro or a beginner's guide there. We'll move on to the next channel, which is 129. Let's see what we've got here. Unbox Warehouse. I think we may have audited this channel. It feels familiar with name, but I don't think you have, Dan. Oh, no. No, I don't think we have, because I don't remember that channel banner. No, we definitely haven't audited this channel. So, Dan, we'll start with you here.
Yeah, so this looks like a tech channel.
Gadgets, tech, and toys, apparently.
Yeah, and they're unboxing items, and by the looks of the thumbnails, the unboxing is a small portion of the video. It looks like you actually show these off quite a bit in various ways. I like these thumbnails a lot because
I do.
Each one's kind of telling a little story, and they all have nice contrast. They all pop really well. And it looks like a wide variety of things that you're covering, and your views vary a lot too, but they're mostly over the 1,000 mark. One has over 500,000 views. Probably my favorite thumbnail, the red phone in the Osmo.
Yeah,
that's cool. Boy, how old is this channel?
Let's have a look. See, can you see how the thumbnails have evolved?
Yeah.
Well, I remember using this Starburst theme, thinking that it was really effective, but it is just a bit too much color blowing out onto the page. So they've been around for at least a year. They've gone, like, we've tested all sorts of thumbnails, seem to be settling down on this style here. Mike, what I would say here about the thumbnails is we talk about having faces in thumbnails and making sure that you have a lot of emotion, but also it has to fit the topic. And what is a hero in these videos? It's the gadget or the tech or the toys. And the creator, I think, is starting to realize that more and more. Yes, they can include themselves sometimes in the thumbnail. But as you say, Dan, with this Osmo one, look at how effective it is. The hero is the gimbal itself, but you can use him as like the prop in the thumbnail, like that.
Right.
I'm the thing being recorded, but what I'm using is the most important thing. And like, again, here in each of these, you can see what's important in the thumbnail.
Yeah, it's very well done. And I have to say, unless you have partnerships that are helping you get these gadgets on the cheap, you must be investing a lot into your channel, because at less than 20,000 subscribers, I don't know how many deals you can strike up. I'm really asking.
Yeah, my guess is he might be a journalist, or he's got access maybe to this tech somehow.
Yeah. I would say your investment is paying off, whatever it is. But with some of the view counts on these, I hope you're doing some calls to action at the beginning, like, hey, subscribe, don't forget, because that makes a lot of difference. And I feel like you should have a lot more subscribers at the level you're at.
And one more thing I would say here is that every single video is on a completely different tech. So it looks as if that once you've done one video, you feel as if there is not enough content to do a follow-up video. I would always argue against that. For example, why is the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 so good? I would have been thinking about making more content on that gimbal, whether it was like a complete beginner's guide or like pros, cons, like how you use it, or Q&A from the comments in that video. I think what I'm saying here is that you've got maybe double down opportunities here to go after something that did really well and tell your viewers more. Because you've always got to remember that even if you have a really popular video, you probably, I'm on a really small screen here, but you're probably appealing to the number of people who watch the content who are interested in a topic is that size. So you still have an enormous search potential of new audience who could come into contact with your videos, follow-up videos. And so who are you trying to service here? Those small number of people who watch your first video who might be a little annoyed that you do more content, or bringing in, again, a wider audience because you've already had previous history and success in that channel. But yeah, some really good stuff here. I would love to have maybe have Travis have a look at this channel as well and add some more feedback on this one.
I gotta ask the creator of the search terms that got that video discovered, your biggest one, the Osmo video. Yeah. Was it the Osmo, or was it the iPhone 11 that you had in the Osmo, or was it, what about that video got you discovered? Because I feel like you could be doing a lot more videos on the Osmo, trying different devices, shooting different types of video. Like, maybe you're shooting from a car versus running, trying to show how smooth that the gimbal performs. Like, I feel like you could do a whole series of videos on the DJI Osmo. That is in fact the search term that you ranked for.
The video started off slowly, but it took off after a week. And that often happens with tech stuff. And you've very effectively tagged it. So your ranking here for tutorials, Osmo Mobile 3 tutorials. So that is an indication that you could probably do some more stuff on this topic. Maybe it's a little late now because it was before Christmas and we're probably in a different buying mentality right now for techies. Probably wait until the Christmas period. But yeah, just remember, if you ever have something like this that takes off, just immediately jump on it. You've got a 1,300 comments here, well, 1,200 comments, which could probably generate 20, 25 videos if you wanted to do that many, but at least 3 or 4. But yeah, congratulations on the tech channel, doing well, and the 20,000 subscribers that you're going to hit very soon, and we'll audit another channel. This is 64 that we're looking at now. Travis, where are you? We're doing another tech channel. Apparently, we're into Tech Zone. This is Tech Tips, US Computer Solutions made easy. You've got nearly 200 subscribers, and this is a channel which is just doing all sorts of tutorials on all sorts of things. It looks like here. Bit of a run on Windows videos here, which seem to do well, like 2,000 views there for that one. And that was how to set up a Windows 10 on a desktop computer.
There's one very big one that's jumping out to me right away.
Where is it?
How to connect a PS4 controller to iPhone or iPad. There are 2 more major consoles that you could do that on, or at least explain why it's not possible: the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox. That got you a decent amount of views.
Yeah, I think at some point in this creator's journey, they're going to have to realize that they can't just be this all tech to all viewers type of stuff, or else you'll end up having a situation where you have how to connect a PS4 controller to an iPhone and you get 2,000 views versus how to set up and install a Brother MFC L271 printer. If you look at these 2 audiences, they are going to be completely different. So any subscribers you get are not going to stick around for other content. I guess it's similar to gaming here, Dan, isn't it? That if you're going to cover Minecraft, I was going to say Minesweeper then. I don't know.
Minesweeper.
Minecraft
too.
Maybe we need a Minesweeper mod for Minecraft. Anyway,
I'm sure it exists.
If you're going to be a Minecraft creator, you want to go really deep into that game rather than just trying to cover it from a top level perspective. And here we're going for what? I don't even know what that is. It looks like a
APC.
Is that installing a plug?
The thing that, like, you plug your stuff into it, and if lightning strikes or something, it protects your nonsense. And
then we've got what is that? It's an audio mixer. No, it's a preamp.
Yeah, something like that.
We've got preamp there. Then we got installing a hard drive into a specific computer. They're just all so...
I like that thumbnail better than the other ones. I'll say that. The hard drive
this one here?
Because it's not full of text. I can kind of see that it's a computer that's open.
True. Yeah,
I was going to say that because, like, some of these tutorials, you can't even, like, that. Even the PS4 one that did pretty well, it's hard to see that's a PS4 controller because it's just covered in yellow text.
Let's say it from this point of view. Now that's interesting. Well, I will just ignore these 3 videos for a second. So if we look at that video, which is about a mixer, then this about a controller, then this one about how to fix a dead computer. These are 3 videos that are on completely different topics within the tech sector. So you will occasionally have these ones that have a nice view count, but the majority of them will just sink without a trace because it's hard for YouTube to understand what your content is about. It's hard for your viewers to know what your content is from one video to another. And I think you're just going to continue to not really know where to go with your content in the future. We have 3 videos here which are specifically about Windows installs of some kind. And generally speaking, that seems to be your loose niche, but I think it needs to become your permanent niche, or you're just going to continue to have a lot of videos which do very little in terms of views. These ones here, which are getting 11 views, 50 views, 80 views, these seem to be on these other random bits of tech that you have, but perhaps not many people are searching for.
Yeah, I agree.
Yep. And Dan said maybe the one video which doesn't have, well, the couple of videos that don't have any text seem to be ones of interest as well. Let's move on to the next channel. And the next channel is going to be 285. Let's just key that in. And data visualization.
Oh boy.
I think I know what this channel is going to be like. These have been very popular recently. We're showing statistics on things. And yep, we've seen this type of thing before. And you've had some successful videos a couple of months ago. Popular cartoons, largest European cities, most populous cities. They've been doing well.
The cities ones do pretty well.
Yeah, so maybe geography, cities, that type of thing would be your potential niche, because now you're on to most banana-producing countries in the world. That didn't really do anything. Highest paid athletes, that didn't really do anything. Social networks. So even within this data visualization genre, as Dan has noted here,
there are niches.
There are niches, but at the same time, we've got military one that did well. So I think you're going to have it where there's some videos that are doing better than others. And again, the ultimate question I'm going to ask here is that there is one champion channel called Data is Beautiful, which gets hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of views from their content. How are you going to differentiate yourself from that channel? Is it by creating more videos than they can produce? Or is it maybe going down a particular niche? So if it was cities, maybe you could have like largest cities by geographical area, largest cities by population, largest cities in the US, largest cities in India, largest tallest skyscrapers in a particular city. You could really go down one niche and probably create a lot of content very quickly through these services, because I know they're very popular. I would say, Dan, these most recent ones where they look as if they're experimenting don't appear to be working at all. These different type of thumbnails and things aren't really resonating with the audience.
Yeah, I tend to agree. I think you should kind of stick with what works, because that was only a month ago and those videos did pretty well. So I would try and get creative with different city metrics and try and focus in a niche within a niche, which is, I mean, that's a great way to look at gaming. Look at Minecraft. Look at ultra hardcore. That's a niche within a niche, within a niche. Gaming, Minecraft, ultra hardcore. Like, try and boil your channel down to something specific for a bit, because I think that's going to help.
I think we went into about 12 niches there. Wow,
yeah,
that was really deep.
Welcome to YouTube.
Twitter. I think one more time on Twitter. What have we got here?
There's one I saw. It might be way down the list now.
Okay. Interesting. Don't get it, but interesting. Is that me? Now come on. If somebody deep fakes me onto that one, that would get an instant live stream, an instant channel audit. You're probably going to have to wait until next week at this point, but that is a one. That is a one with my face on, which is going to get a live stream. And there's probably dozens of people trying to do that right now. I like the fact that people are I've got so many thumbnails that people can just pick all of these images.
Just grab your face from wherever they want.
I am readily available on the internet now, it seems. There you go. It's not quite as good a Photoshop
what
there.
What happened to the guy's face behind?
Pretty dreadful thumbnail Photoshop there, but that's one of the reasons why I actually quite like that one. Oh, Christ.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, really.
That's the one I saw before, the superhero.
Right,
one.
Which one do you think we're going to pick here?
Let's see. I don't know. That one keeps popping up. When someone asks me what you do for.
Okay, so I think we're down to the bottom now.
All right.
I guess the one which I liked. I think I think this one. I think
Really?
It's,
Okay.
There's something so amateur about it.
It's such a train wreck. I don't know.
I'm just compelled to click on it.
Didn't
There
we
you
already
are.
do this one?
Did you hear that, Dallas S? You are a train wreck, according to
The
Dan.
thing
before.
that, oh my gosh.
Before we audit the channel. All right, new videos. Sunday, Saturday, Wednesday. Bonus videos every day. Great. Who are you, though? What is your name? What is your value proposition? I will be saying from the channel banner. Looks to be Minecraft, though, Dan, with some nice, punchy, poppy thumbnails.
Yeah, those looks like your thumbnail game is on point.
And going after maybe certain update version numbers, which I like to see as well.
Yep.
How old is the channel at this point? They've been around for a while. They've created a lot of content. And thumbnail evolution-wise, look at this. They've taken really quite a radical change.
Yeah.
Guess which ones are better? That might be a question to ask, because I feel as if these ones at the top look better, but do you get more views from the ones down here? Because maybe they do a better job of
They're a lot older.
story. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, I've been waffling on a bit there. What are you taking from this channel?
Well, I think some of these, obviously the thumbnails are really good. The videos themselves, looks like you've been doing some live streams and they've been getting some viewership. But I would argue that the videos you post on their own are doing relatively better compared to the live streams. The live streams are a lot longer. You're putting in a lot more time.
Yeah.
And, I think the payoff is a little bit lower than when you just kind of upload a 10-minute video. So let's see here. Minecraft Bed Wars like you've never seen before. NPC challenge, murder mystery. I would say for the size of your channel, these titles are just a bit vague.
Right.
I think you need to be a little more specific in your titling structure so you can get discovered a little bit easier, because I think your click-through rates as your videos are showing up, I bet that these thumbnails, especially above the fold right now, have really nice click-through rates. When people do see them, I bet they're clicked. So what could we be doing to try and get, the discovery?
This most latest video is a good example of putting in a lot of good traditional YouTube tactics that
Yes.
are working. A listicle, a version number, and they're dating
Yes.
it for currency as well. And it's like a nice long length, like in 10 minutes, well, in 12 minutes, you're going to get 10 different things. And the video's best performing of the most recent ones.
Let me just say, as someone who's made Minecraft mod packs myself, 112.2.
Look at this.
Wow.
There
Here
you
we
go.
go.
That's your answer. Top 10s of mods of different
We're done here.
versions. Yeah, we're done. We'll move on to the next one. You're absolutely right. Well,
I
what
will
I'm gonna
say
do-
that would be a very helpful video for someone like me.
Yeah.
I've made mod packs in 112. 112 is very old now. So what's going on in 1.12 in 2020? Great idea. Oh my gosh.
Oh dear. Great.
That one's getting pretty deep.
God,
Someone's made a whole Apple lineup.
Oh dear. We need to save that one for Travis next week, I think.
Damn book
Okay,
error,
Max, if you
see
text next week, sorry, should I just leave this on? Is this like some weird?
I
was just refreshing because I want to see if anybody had quickly done the memed me onto that guy, but they haven't. So we'll have to wait until next week on. But it is it for audits this week. I didn't realize we managed to go through 2 hours, which is fantastic stuff. What am I saying? What am I doing? I'm going back to the right screen. Let's do a quick cleanup of any super chats that we had left here. And I don't know if we did. Did we have any more? Oh yeah, we did. Right, we got a few here. So Rohit Viniart channel did say, thank you so much, that was very helpful. He's been a professional artist for about 8 years and you want to share my knowledge on YouTube. Brilliant. So you've already got a great skill tying in those trends and maybe some tutorials as well on how you draw your stuff is really going to help your channel. There's a smiley poo here for outdated games there. I should share the screen actually. Dan, you can't see it, but I'm sharing a screen here for others. Pierre Plays, thank you for the vidIQ free trial. It's definitely amazing. Yeah, we do have a free trial at vidIQ. Check out our Wednesday webinars to get the free trial here. And finally, Alan Spicer. I think he sent us an emoji, but I just can't see it here. Alan, I just want to say, on behalf of everybody here at vidIQ, thank you for stepping in to the cauldron at vidIQ London, VidCon London. where he was auditing channels along with Leron and myself throughout the whole of the week, and it was very much appreciated, and we hope to speak to you soon. In the meantime, we are speaking to the following people as we say our goodbyes, that include Hazel Almagur, sorry if I've said your name wrong there. Mafia's Finest TV is also in the house. I think we just had a super chat from somebody else here, Carthu's Dojo, with a $5 super chat there.
Roast me.
And now we'll wait until Savage is back next week for the roast, if we're gonna do them, because I can't be Savage. I don't have it in me. And Dan,
we were kind of savage earlier with the question ones. That's our
savage,
version.
Yeah, we've done our questioning savagery there. Dan, who else are we saying goodbye to?
I want to say goodbye to some people, but I gotta mention, if you didn't get your channel audited today, the Discord is a great place to get some extra advice from our vidIQ community.
How many members have we got in that community now? It's growing fast.
Well over 600 people.
There you go. We've doubled
awesome.
in size, I think, over the last 3 weeks on that server.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So if you have a thumbnail, you're testing, and you want to see people kind of their reaction to it, or a YouTube strategy, something like that, a lot of conversation happens in that Discord, and it's a give and take. So you can feel free to give your advice. You can get some advice, and just talk about YouTube with people who are doing it just like you. So
here's a guarantee I'm going to tell you right now, which forces Dan to stay at his chair for the next couple of hours. He is going into Discord right now to converse with you.
What?
Or maybe he isn't. I don't know. But yeah, do make sure to join the Discord server. Right.
For a little bit. I'm tired.
We are both tired. Dan, who else are we saying goodbye to very quickly?
vidIQ.com/Discord if you need to know.
Stop plugging the Discord channel.
I have to do it. I keep forgetting to mention the awesome link. Okay, everyone just stop saying bye for a second. MVN, Artsy, Riblix, it's gone. Rainbow Wookie, Outdated Gamer, Wrecking Games, Intergaming. Jeez, all the gaming channels. Joe, you better be gaming channels. Mario Party, Mafia's Finest, Rainbow Wookie, Miss Vampire. Stop. Yep, it's gone. I think we lost it. I think.
All right.
Flatlined.
Thank you for that, Dan. I don't know how you spell brr, but I guess he was in there somewhere.
Very creative.
Time is the most important currency on YouTube, in my personal opinion, and you've just spent 2 hours, 7 minutes with us. We hope we've given you value in that time. Remember, when you create your content on YouTube, value is what you should be providing to your audience in the time that you have with them. In the meantime, I'll start waving, Dan will start waving, and we will see you here on vidIQ for channel audits next week, Tuesday at 11